Welcome back again sa ating weekly analysis. So for this week, let's see what will be our expected movement for Bitcoin. And this time around, we will try to include also Axie Infinity and SLP, or the Smooth Love Potion.
This is Healthy Minds giving you bites and pieces of crypto news.
To begin with, what we'll be doing here is again try to check what is the market cap. As you can see, we are now up at $2 trillion.86, and for the dominance or 24 hours, we could also see here that Bitcoin dominance went down already to 44%. Along with that, let's try to check what is the fear and greed index. And wow, here it seems like we are starting to come back in the extreme greed. Back to 76 yesterday, it was 78. Last month was 23. But again, just like what we showed you before, for the last few months and weeks, we even went down to the levels that are so low. Last July 21st, we are back down up to 10. But today, we are now on the grid, but we are still expecting that this market will continue to move up. Let's see what will be the next move from here. With that, I'd like also to share again, just like what we always do here, we try to observe this whale. And from here, last August 20, at 1.5 Bitcoin, 1,500 Bitcoin for the price of 48,500 plus. So looks like this whale is preparing for another run. But so far, this is our third whale that has the most numbers of Bitcoin on its wallet, at 100 plus, around 109 plus thousand BTC. So definitely this whale will be able to have an impact, and we would like also to utilize on how they actually play the market, somehow have the idea and ride this trend. Let's start now with Bitcoin, just like what we always talk about. Still, we are creating a various divergence here on RSI. You could clearly see here that we have higher lows despite that the price is continuously going up since last July 22. So what can we expect from here? Well, this is actually a sign already, a weakness in the market, but looks like to me that the sentiments for the past week is so strong that the bulls still have the steam to move up in the market. And if we're going to try to measure the fee from top to bottom, we are now bounced more than the 0.5, and we're about to touch the golden ratio at 0.618 and 6.5. So that range, that level, I believe is a good profit target for those people who trade this in short term. Now, if we're going to check the other charts, just like I mentioned in Binance, between the 42,000 range and the 28,000 range, these are all noises. These are accumulation level. And from here, since it went break out to the upside, you could see that it's being used as the support on this move upward. So here we could expect, again, as I said, probably around 50,000, 51,000 as our first TP in short term. But definitely, let's not try to simply set aside at baliwain natin yung golden ratio, because it will be such a huge test if we will break this level. What I'm expecting, once we reach this, we could have another test on 0.5 fib. If we could even try to test this level at around 46, even down to 42,000 is still on the table. So those are the range that we could check. And this is at the 0.382 fib level. So let's expect for this one, don't FOMO in the market. But as I said, the sentiments of the bulls is so strong that this could still move, and there's still a steam upward. We could even reach the 0.786, and that will be another strong resistance from here. But we already expected that once we broke this, definitely we are on the level testing again the all-time high, and I'm quite positive if this will continue that we will be able to register a new one. Now we'll try to jump to Ethereum. This will be just a quick review on what we talked about last time, because I know that there are lots of people excited to talk about Axie Infinity and SLP, what will be our expected movement for this market. So here we already mentioned last time that we are expecting a correction for Ethereum. And yes, it did went down. As we noticed, this bearish divergence here actually played out already. So from there, even though it seems like it continuously have that bearish divergence, what happened here is a time correction running on the sideways for Ethereum. So it doesn't mean that we have a bearish, the price will go down. There are times that what happened is what we call time correction period for the RSI to settle down back to a normal range, and from there we'll be able to boost again and run up to the upside. Also ADA, all we know is ADA already made another all-time high. We are now playing at $2.58, but the highest in Binance recorded was $2.6522 here. What will be the next move if we're going to measure it? This is going to be a price discovery, though we could actually use Bitcoin and ADA for comparison, but currently for Tether, we could, wow, the next level that we could expect, since 2.5 is being tested, is already the $3 area, but that will be a huge move since, as we know, Cardano is one of the top coins here in market cap. So moving this coin, definitely we will have huge capital in the market. But so far, this is what we are expecting. Of course, from there, it doesn't mean that we will go up straight to that level. We could expect also another test on the 2.5, 2.4, even down to 2.1 level before we could have another run up to the upside. So speaking of that, let's try to do another measurement here, this time using Fibonacci extension. So here we already hit our target at 2.618. The next short target and short term is the 2.8 range, and then the $3.19. Axie Infinity. I already shared this on our group page. Here, obviously, we created an upward pennant, though this one continuously register lower highs at the same time higher highs. But on our RSI, you could see here that there is already a weakness, and this is not just in one day. You could see this downward action on RSI in 4 hours. Yes, in 4 hours, it's very clear. Even in 1 hour. Yes. But the good thing with this is we are also currently playing on the support level. So on this pennant that we created, or the market created as this pattern, it seems like it's using it as a support, plus the fact that simple moving average 13, 21, and 55 are still acting as support. So our next target is this 95, even up to 100. That will be a good target for us to take profit if this will move upward. But if it's going to move downward, the level that we could expect here in short term is the 66, 65 up to 63 level. And then it might bounce there and then might go down even to this, wow, 55 level. We're going to measure it in fib, coming from this point to the upward movement. Yeah, if we're going to break this 0.5, it's going to be around $48, even down to the $37 region. Finally, our SLP in 1-day time frame. I shared this also on our Digital Healthy Minds page. What is our first initial reading? Measuring the fib, we went and broke already the 61865 golden ratio. From here, what we could expect is, it seems like the chart is continue to pull down SLP. And the one possible support, if this will break, is already down here at 786 level, which is 0.13 cents dollars. And this will definitely be a strong support in this case. Nevertheless, checking the other indicators, we could see here a bullish divergence in RSI. This is in 4 hours chart, though the price is actually registering lower lows, but here we are registering lower highs in the RSI. You could expect a good bounce here that will try to test again the golden ratio. So this will be a good test for the bulls if we will continue to move up. If not, then the next level of support that we are expecting is already down here at 0.786. That's it for today. If you would like to feature your favorite altcoins, make sure to comment down below and let's talk about it. Let's make this community stronger than ever. Once again, this is Henry of Healthy Minds. Ciao.
This is Healthy Minds reminding you that we're not a financial advisor, so always do your own diligence.